Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review of 8 Billion Genies. This is a book from Image Comics, one of 8. So it's a little self contained story. Really cool stuff. Let's take a look at the creative team because then I think that'll give you a better idea about this book. So 8 Billion Genies is done by Charles Soule and Ryan Brown, written by Soule with art, colors, and designs by Ryan Brown. We have some other covers as well, which we'll see towards the end of the book. But yeah, if you don't know, Charles Soule, Ryan Brown, they worked on a book called Curse Words, also at Image. Go check that out. Really cool stuff. Charles Soule is also like pretty much in charge of like a bunch of the Star Wars stuff, comics, all that. So he's just a great writer. It's somebody whose work I've been following for a long time. But whenever I see that he teams up with Ryan Brown, I know that we're gonna get a really funky book. And this was definitely that. So let me give you a quick synopsis, and then we'll get into it. So if you only had one wish, what would you wish for? Now, what if everyone else had one wish as well? That's 8 Billion Genies, the new 8-issue series from this team. At exactly the same moment, everyone on Earth gets a genie and one wish. All hell breaks loose in a very entertaining way, and that's just the beginning. And yeah, I mean, this book immediately kicks off. I really like the little bit of introduction to some of the characters that I believe will be following around. We get to this bar, the lamp wick, which will come into play. The name will come into play a little bit in the story, and we meet a young man who's looking for his dad. It's his birthday, and that's a really funny thing because the bartender immediately tells him like, if it's your birthday, what would be your wish? But unfortunately, then we see that his dad is passed out drunk at the bar, which, dude, don't overserve him. So here, let's take a look at some art. And here we can see this. Let's go back here so you can see the outside of the bar. And then, yeah, I mean, this is immediately stuff's happening. It's still pretty early too to be kind of drinking that much. But here we go. There's also a band at the bar that's kind of setting up, so they're also going to be involved in all these shenanigans. And like I said, this issue doesn't hold back. Like it really, very quickly after like all the characters have a little conversation. We meet the tourist. They only speak Mandarin, but luckily the bartender also speaks Mandarin, so they're able to communicate. But they are lost. They're at the wrong bar, unfortunately. But that's when it happens. There's a moment in the book, something happens in the book, which I guess triggers all these genies being um, just kind of appearing out of nowhere. And boom, here we go. Everyone gets a genie. And just really quickly, they tell you up front, I'm your genie. Everyone on Earth has one. And that's when it really, like, the story really kicks off from there. I don't want to say much more because there's like, I don't even know how you can come up with something like this concept, and it's really entertaining, really fun. But then if you think about it, like things can get really messed up very quickly. And there's a subtle thing that happens in the book that I think it's an example of something really messed up happening. But yeah, what would you do if you had one wish, but then also knew that everyone around you has one wish as well? Uh, so it's interesting. Who it depends on who you're with at the time, like what you're doing. So yeah, this can go in so many ways, and also the framing device for the storytelling really like kicks into just different periods of time. So it's really interesting, really cool, really fun premise. I love the design of the genies too because they look like I don't know, they look friendly but also a little bit terrifying too when there's a bunch of them in the room. I don't know. It's a little weird, but I think Ryan Brown did an amazing job just portraying that. So, like I said, this is one of my favorite things. This and Grimm were some of my favorite things that I read this week. So go check that out. I have a review for Grimm #1 as well from Boom. So, yeah, it's gonna be hard to have a pick of the week, but this is really highly up there. And I can't wait to see what else the team does. And it's just a self-contained little 8-issue story. I actually received this a long time, well, not a few months ago when I bought their exclusive convention variant cover. So I had already read this. I read it again for the review, and I just realized so much more stuff the second time around. So it's also cool because it's very rereadable. So not a lot of comics have that staying power. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you would wish for if you only had the one wish. But you gotta remember, everyone around you also has one wish. So yeah, there you have it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, movie reviews, all that fun stuff. And I'll be showing you a few of the variant covers. So let us know what you picked up at the shop. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.